Hey. Welcome to this late night edition of TeamBranded Radio. Your man Brand in the building. Glad everybody is here tonight. Tonight I got a guest, and before I actually give her that nice introduction, I want to thank everybody that listened to Truth and Conspiracy earlier. Real emotional show. I definitely appreciate all the conversations and everything that comes along with it. And I appreciate everybody migrating over here to this section of Team Dime Radio. And you know what I'm saying? As soon as we got the word, this young lady was actually going to be in the building. Like, a lot of people had questions. And then a lot of people didn't know she had a mixtape that came out. Then a lot of people didn't know, you know what I'm saying, that she's still out here grinding, making ill music. So, you know what I'm saying? We want to bring in artist SKG in the house tonight on Team Dime Radio. What's up, sweetie? What's happening?
Hey, thank you for having me.
It's a groovy thing, baby. How's life treating you? You doing all right?
Yeah, I'm blessed. Just, grinding, trying to make something happen.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Now, the people that don't know you, why don't you give them a little bit of a little bio on yourself. Tell the world a little bit about you.
Okay, well, basically, I started rapping at a real young age. I was one of them individuals when I was younger, when kids would be outside playing, especially young girls. I'd be in the house writing raps to where my parents thought there was something wrong with me because I really didn't want to go out and venture with the other kids. I just wanted to write raps. So when I turned 18, I signed to Death Row Records. I did the Tupac album, Dogtown album. I recorded with different artists. I was on a label. Then I became pregnant. I was able to ultimately either have an abortion if I wanted to stay on the label. I chose to keep my child, and I left. I left the game for a little while, and then I started coming back, dropping mixtapes. Right now, I just released a mixtape between hosted by DJ Lazy K featuring Spider Lobe. I have another mixtape coming out next month with DJ System, the affiliate. I was in talks with Khaled. I'm going to do a mixtape with him, and I'm just grinding. My single Go to Radio, I have an interview on KJLH on Saturday, and I'm just out here just, grinding. I released a book last year, The Diary of Helecia Choyce. I'm releasing The Diary of Helecia Choyce Part 2 that come out the end of this year. And, I'm just making it happen and staying prayed up along the way.
So I'm going to go back for a second, and, I don't want to chime too much about your death row life that you live, but you really had that, they really gave you that choice to either do the abortion and stay on the label or have the baby and leave? Are you serious?
I mean, yeah, at that time it was like, I just did the Tupac album and, Suge did have plans for me, and it was just like, I chose to get pregnant right when I was supposed to take off, and it wasn't a good timing. It wasn't good for the label, and it was just a choice I had to make, but I don't regret it. I love my daughter. She's beautiful. And actually, we recorded a pro-choice, pro-life abortion song called Let Me Live, which I put out on the internet, and she's singing on the hook and Let Me Live. So, I don't regret that. Everything happened for a reason, and that was probably already written.
Absolutely, you know what I'm saying? Now, that was the first time I ever heard of, so it just kind of threw me for a minute because, that, I mean, I know how the record business could be, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's kind of like you hear something that's kind of like a culture shock, and you're like, damn, it was really like that. So, I mean, and I know it's tough already for women MCs, so, having that thrown your way and that another obstacle or whatever, and for you, like you said, it's like, you have your daughter, you have your blessing, and you still have your music at the end of the day because, I'm pretty sure, I'm not going to speak for you, but I know at the end of it all, like, nobody's not going to take your blessings, meaning your child and your music away from you, correct?
Yeah, I mean, I would never choose nothing that mankind can give. Man cannot give the gift that God gives us as humans, So that off top, I was rolling with having my child because that's what I wanted to do, and I felt that it was a blessing, from God. So that's what it was. But at the same time, I always wanted to still do my music, and I just went through so much just even with being affiliated with the label. You know, I had a lot of West Coast artists hate on me because of my name. And, you know, it was real bad to where, like, now I'm able to just kind of maneuver through and really just get back on track. So, I mean, but it's all good.
I mean, with close relationships that I have with the Outlaws and you know, other artists, you know, especially in that era, it's like, you know, I mean, are you still feeling the effects of that blackball though? Because it just seemed like it's a lot of, you know, ex-death row artists that just kind of go through it. You know what I mean?
But see, what I was blessed is not like that, not taken away from anybody, but on some, you know, just keeping it 100. I've been on my own since I was 14, you know, so anybody who read my book or people who know me, they know what time it is with me. I will never depend on music financially to get me through. I'm going to always make something happen because I'm just a go-getter, you know, so even when someone tries to blackball me, I still maneuvered through that, you know what I'm saying? I still was able to make it happen for myself. That is small stuff to a giant. It was nothing, but I did feel that, you know, and it was a lot of people who hated on me just even when I didn't even deal with Suge anymore, but they just kind of gave me this reputation like I'm bad, and it's like, what's this, like, they don't even know me. They never conversated with me. They don't even know my first name. They never took time out to talk to me, but they just kind of spread it through the industry, and I just kind of had to deal with it, you know?
Mm-hmm. I mean, that's the nature of the business, unfortunately, that you actually got to go through. I mean, not just, you know, the quote-unquote blackballing or whatever the case, but, I mean, I'm pretty sure as a female MC, you probably didn't been proposed to as far as different deals or, you know, you've been talked to about different things on a lot of occasions because of, you know, how you look and the fact that you are a female rapper, right?
Yeah, I mean, you know, I have, but it's just like I'm going to do what I feel in my heart is right for me. I'm not going to allow anybody to put me in a messed up situation that I can't get myself out of. And that's what I see with the male rappers as well as the female rappers. They settle for less and they get less. I'm not going to do that. I'd rather grind it out, hustle, get my money right, and put myself out before I'll just sign to a label and I'm just signed and I'm shelved. I'm not going to do that to myself, and I'm not going to do that to my career. And actually, Dr. Dre's wife, Miss Chalet, taught me that.
Okay, I got you. She's another listener of the show. You know what I'm saying? We've had her on a couple of times throughout our you know, our whole radio deal and stuff like that. So, you know, I mean, a lot of respect. I mean, I got a lot of respect for female rappers that's really putting it out there, that's keeping it way real. Like, you know, when, you know, reaching out to you and your peoples as far as wanting to lock you down, as far as having a conversation was because I seen some of the stuff you was doing and what you was about. And you just really seemed like you was really trying to, you know, have your own creativity in the world where it's just like nowadays, I'm pretty sure you see so many different artists, female artists, male artists for that matter, just, you know, they sold on, you know, trying to not be themselves, but they want to be something else completely different. So, you know, I like your individuality and how you rock on your deal. You know what I mean?
And I struggle with that, too, because some people is like, you know, SK, you're too aggressive. And it's like, yo, I'm not. I have to stand up for what I believe in. And, you know, my life is sort of like an open book, you know, and I'm just going to give it to a person uncut, how I see it and how I feel about situations. So.
Mm-hmm. I mean, how did this mixtape with Spider Loc, how did that come about? And I know it was dropped last year, but tell the people a little bit about, you know, just, you know, how that all got put together.
Okay, well, no, actually, the mixtape just came out in March, actually. That dropped March the 26th. It just came out.
Okay.
Yeah, and, you know, just basically just me and him was chopping it up, and it was like, yo, let's just do a mixtape, you know, and we got in the studio, and we banged it out, and we did some songs, and we put it together, and, you know, we put it out in the streets, and I pressed up 5,000. I'm already out of it to where we got to press up another 5, and I just been promoting city to city. I was in California all day promoting in Compton, you know, and I'm getting a lot of love from the streets, you know, and that's really, I appreciate that because it makes me feel like I'm doing the right thing as far as my music and my work ethic.
That's what it is. You need to come bring yourself over to the Bay, though. Come hang out and drop CDs and, you know, plant your flag out here, too. You know what I mean? You got some Bay folks out here, not just me, You know what I'm saying? It's others that dig you and has dug you. You know what I'm saying? Ever since you started doing music. So, like I said, when I first got my dose of SKG, I was like, wow, she's ill. You know what I mean? Just off of delivery and everything alone. You know what I mean? And the simple fact that you coming out, you dropping mixtapes, you kind of putting your brand out there for the people to kind of gravitate to. I'm definitely a supporter. You know what I mean?
Oh, thank you. That's appreciative. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Well, just make sure you come to the Beto.
Yeah, no, I was just saying that I just actually reached out, had my people reach out to Too Short because I wanted to do a song with him. So hopefully we'll be knocking that out in the next couple of days.
Okay. That's what's happening. So, I mean, I think because you have been around, when I say been around, I'm talking about been around the game enough to get some real facts about certain things as far as the state of hip-hop. I mean, I've done interviews and I've had conversations with, Vinny from Naughty by Nature, Coogee Rap, a lot of these OGs out there, and a lot of people say it's like there's really no soul in hip-hop no more. I mean, especially nowadays. Do you agree with that or not?
I mean, I do to a certain extent. I just feel that, back when Tupac was around and, like you said, for me, I'm Naughty by Nature, Wu-Tang, I looked up to them and they were more real. Now it's just people are trying to be something or someone that they're not, and that's what's really messing up hip-hop, as well as, the rappers bringing, like, the gang nonsense into it. That's another thing that's messing up hip-hop, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think for the most part, I mean, just the real life aspects about a lot of this shit nowadays, like when it comes to just, life stories to tell, you know how it is, SK. You're supposed to paint a picture with each song you do, right? Like, if it's a party picture you trying to paint or if it's some real life shit, like, some real family value stuff, whatever the case may be. And now I get confused because, with certain hip hop artists because I'm like, I don't know. I don't really know what y'all talking about half the time. You know what I mean? Like, I get confused. Like, I don't get it.
Yeah, and I just think that's just some rappers just trying to find themselves and find where they fit in. I mean, that's what I feel is they're just trying to find themselves and really find where they fit in.
No doubt. You know what I'm saying? But, I think people definitely need to go ahead and grab that mixtape. Go ahead and get it. You can go to www.femalerapperskg.com. You can also hit the young lady on Twitter at the official SKG, which I am now following you. I just sent you a little tweet too. So, people definitely, hey, we all step our Twitter game up on this thing, baby. It's all about networking and stuff like that. So you got to follow from your boy Brandon tonight. So, I want everybody that's following me, follow her. You know what I'm saying? She's definitely one of the real ones. And what I want to do is, go ahead.
I really don't know how to work Twitter, so I'm just learning how to really work Twitter.
Girl, please, you over there tweeting your ass off. Stop lying. You over there tweeting. I see you stepping your Twitter game up, though. Like,
because I'm learning now, like how I learned to work it. I was on Twitter arguing with a video vixen.
Wow.
We had an argument, and we're arguing over Twitter, and, like, she's kind of roasted, and I'm like, what the hell? And my cousin is showing me, like, this is how you argue back. So that's how I really learned how to work Twitter. And from then on out, I just started tweeting. So.
Wow.
Yeah.
You crazy. You were like getting into Twitter wars with video vixens. You know what I mean? Like, that's gangster, baby. That's what you do. You know what I mean? But, hey.
It was for All-Star Weekend, and the damn girl, oh, God, I hate even talking about it because I'll be ready to kick her ass. But it was all that. But I just learned how to really work Twitter from arguing with her.
Word. Well, you know what? I'm definitely following you. I need my people to definitely do the same. You know what I'm saying? Support my girl, SKG. I'm going to run one of your tracks, and I'm going to come back. I'm going to ask you a couple more questions. You cool with that?
Okay.
All right, I'm going to run Chicks Don't Like Me right here on TeamBranded Radio. We got SKG in the building. Don't go nowhere. I see all you people on the line and all you people out there sending emails. And, just make sure when you go to the official SKG on Twitter, just tell them Brandon sent you. You know what I mean? You might get a T-shirt out of the deal. You know what I mean? This is Team Dime Radio with my girl SKG.
You want some more? These bitches got me fucked up. Turn it up for my girl SKG. These bitches got me fucked up. The hottest chick of the West Coast. These bitches got me fucked up. You know what? These